This is the Player of Games with Craig.
Iain.
I'm Ryan.
For fuck's sake.
And Ryan.
And this is a new idea we came up with now. Just currently known as the Untitled Talk Show. There'll be more about that in the
future.
In the future, at the end of. Okay, which idiot just pressed unlock? So somebody unlock that quickly. What the hell?
I think it should still be recording.
It should be, but still, geez Louise. Is it? Aye, the video's still going. Video's still going, and I'm just trying to figure out rather madly if. Yeah, it's still going. Okay, yeah. So, the Untitled Talk Show. This is my idea because I realised that we've been doing this for a couple of months, and the videos come at a sort of sizable delay, unfortunately, just due to various factors, including life. So we needed to do something that was just quick and easy, and more general. So this is my idea. So the idea for this talk show is that we all pick one topic each, and we talk about. Generally speaking, the topic would be of the week's events in either video games or nerd ephemera. Though no limit on that, by the way. But today it's just going to be in general. So the three topics we have in mind is I'm going to give up my topic by doing general who we are and what we do.
Mm.
Iain, Ryan, even you.
I was going to try and defend Sonic 06 for the hell of it.
Aye, defending games that the other two don't like generally.
Yeah, of course I can't. It's impossible to defend Sonic 06, but I have a damn good try.
Right.
Pikmin 2.
Yeah.
Or 1.
Pikmin 2.
Yeah.
Actually, that'll be interesting. And Iain, have you thought of a topic yet? Or are we going to have to go on the topic of the thing that's in Ryan's Ryan's hand?
I'm sorry to say that I still am struggling to think of something.
Yeah, we're going to have to discuss indeed. Yes, that's what we're going to have to do. Unfortunately. Okay then. So, first topic of the day then: who we are and what we do. So I think I'll start this off.
Please do.
I'm Craig McLeod. I am a part-time web administrator for a uniformed organisation, the name of which I will not divulge for security reasons. And I, as a personal business, I am in the business of doing website design. I've been gaming since about, off the top of my head, 92 or so. My first game was Castle Evolution, which I got from Mega Drive, which had a packing copy of Sonic 2.
Alright.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse Castle Illusion. That was one of my first games as well.
You said you had it for the Master System.
Yeah, I had the Master System version.
Yeah.
And then we're getting onto me this. About yourself.
That's fine. Let's see. I'd rather go into my school life because it was abysmal. Let's put it this way: Thomas Muir High School was a high school. It was a shite high school, and now it's a gone high school.
It's now an amalgamated high school.
It is a gone high school. There is no more Thomas Muir High School. And may the last of its bricks rot in hell for all I care. Let's see here. I think I'll pass it on to either one of you two gentlemen.
Iain, you can go.
I'm Iain Weir. I'm 25. Just recently got a job working in the customer care department at Snow Factory in Braehead. So if anybody is a keen skier or snowboarder, feel free to pop in and say hi.
Do you really want that?
Well, it gives them stuff to do at work.
Yeah.
So.
I've got my Bachelor of Science in Multimedia Technology, which I have a graduation for in November. It's taken that long to actually come round.
Yeah, that's how it always goes, unfortunately.
What's that?
That's how it always goes, unfortunately.
Yeah. I've been gaming from memory since I was about possibly 2 or 3. If I remember right, the first game that I played was, believe it or not, Tomb Raider for the Sega Saturn. Still, probably it's a pretty good game still.
I still don't understand. How you've been gaming from the age of 2 or 3 and yet your first game was on the Sega Saturn?
Well, if he's 25, that's 5 takes it down to 09, 20 takes it to 89, 1, 2, 3, so about 94. So that, the numbers just about make sense there.
It's just my mind. I get the impression that it just seems a bit late. But then again,
yeah. Well, I believe I do have a Nintendo 64 in my grand's house as well that I've not actually touched in a while, but yeah, can't really think of what else to say about myself.
school.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I went to Bishop's Academy, which was a pretty good school before it amalgamated, and then it got absolutely shocking.
Do you know that's a fact, or
Just from my experience of my last year in the high school when it was when it was going through the amalgamation process.
I was a year ahead of him, so I'd left just before the amalgamation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was the only positive thing about my last year in high school was the free periods, where I basically just sat in the...
And that was Iain gone in about 2 seconds in that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where we basically just played poker instead of studying. So yeah, it was good fun.
Pokering.
Please tell me that wasn't for cash.
No, it wasn't for cash. It was just for fun.
All right.
I mean, it's perfectly fine to play poker for cash now, but inside of school would be there'd be questions raised.
Yeah, no, it was just for fun.
Okay, so
You want me to speak now?
Yes,
If
prefer.
you can get whatever the hell it is that you've got out your mouth, yes.
Yes, the mystery object that we'll describe.
At the end of this video, yes.
Feel free to leave your mind in the sewer right now.
Yeah, you can get to the other side of the room now, by the way. My name's Ryan Aston. I'm 26 years old. I'll be 26 this year, actually. Like Iain, I went to Bishop Briggs High School and left just before the amalgamation.
Yep.
I work for a transport partnership. I'm not going to say which one. Basically doing paperwork in an office job. Sounds like riveting stuff, doesn't it?
No.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I say, gaming wise, my first game console was a Sega Master System. I probably started gaming around 92, probably when I was about 4. My first game probably was Castlevania. Can't remember what my first game was exactly, but I had the Sega Master System that had Alex Kidd built into it.
Mm-hmm.
So, which also came with Castle Illusion, both Sonic the Hedgehogs.
Mm-hmm.
And I found a receipt for it recently.
Oh?
Yeah.
Where'd you get it from?
Boots.
Ah, right, yeah. back in when they did that, aye.
£80 from Boots.
I didn't know Boots did games.
They don't now. They're now too specialised.
Yeah.
Before they were selling practically everything.
Aye.
And that was my shocking attempt at a special attack there.
Yeah, you seem to think if you destroyed the stage, you'd actually kill us all. But anything else I should talk about?
School.
Well, I mentioned school. I was with Iain. I have graduated with honours in networking system support and have done bugger all with a degree.
Oh wait a minute! I haven't just said what I've done university-wise. I totally forgot about that. I graduated with honours in internet software development,
nice.
Java and the like, and I then went on to do a postmasters, which I did not finish, in the 3D design and virtual environment, but I put that down to the fact that my teacher was off for a great 3/4 of that because he had heart surgery.
Oh well.
Well, you can't really blame him for that.
Yeah.
Can you?
Well, I can blame the administration for not taking that entirely to hand. I can certainly do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only reason I haven't gone back and tried to get a refund on it is because I got student discounts on Photoshop and 3DS.
That's not that bad, yeah.
3D Studio. So
3DS. I just thought, well, that's really good uni if they're giving you free games consoles with your
no,
courses.
it's 3D design software.
Yeah, I understand.
It's a bit like what I get a Apple Mac and complete software through my college.
Yeah, my first laptop came from one of those grants as well. So
yeah.
Yeah. Right then. So I think we're introductions are out of the road. So first actual topic. Defending games that we don't like.
Okay, Sonic 06.
Okay,
Sure.
that's really good.
Right, so we'll start from the top. Let's start from the bottom rather.
Let's start from the top. Actually, no one here actually likes Sonic 06. Is this correct?
I haven't played it.
You are familiar with it though.
I'm familiar with it. I've seen it. I've seen videos of it.
And
So
you're familiar with how bad it is.
Yeah.
Right, that's good enough.
Okay, good. Okay, good, because it was the arse end of the Sonic franchise. To be brutally honest, let's not kid ourselves here. So
what can you say is good about Sonic 06? And you're not stealing my one.
It erases itself out of continuity.
Well, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, not completely, because it still has to appear in Sonic Generations, unfortunately.
Yeah. I know that's not the sound of a lightsaber, that's the sound of a...
lawnmower outside.
Yeah. My parents have paved the grass over just because of general reservations, so we don't have to bother with that anymore.
Right. Anything else good about Sonic 06?
Well, I've done my one. Yeah.
Damn you, that was mine!
Well, you're in trouble now, aren't you?
You know what, being all serious, I think there is something I can praise it. Silver's gameplay is quite innovative. It gets boring by the end, but Sonic and Shadow are pretty much clones of each other, with only very slight differences. Silver is actually something unique.
Yeah.
That much I suppose I can praise it for.
Mm.
Go.
Let's see. You can beat up Silver.
You don't like Silver, do you?
No, I think terribly speaking in terms of shit that the Sonic team stole for Dragon Ball, they didn't really need to steal Trunks as well and make him worse.
Yeah, actually, that's a point. We're going to just mention this. How much of the Sonic franchise did Sega steal from Dragon Ball Z?
Two things basically: going Super Saiyan, Trunks. That's it.
Well, how much have they stolen from other things as well? They've got the Death Egg.
Yeah, that's a pretty obvious one.
Yeah, that was when we accidentally randomised the same stage, so we're doing another one.
No, I think that's about it.
The Death Egg.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Death Star.
Yeah.
7 Chaos Emeralds, 7 Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
Super
Oh, I
Sonic.
forgot about that, yeah. Yeah. Well, if you want derivative nonsense, you only need to look at the comic version of that. Jeez Louise, that's something we're going to bring up sometime.
There is one of the comics I really want to read, and it was the Sonic Mega Man crossover.
I'll see what I can do for that.
Oh, can you get hold of it?
I have a thingy to Comixology, which I really need to buy the rest of that actually.
I really want to see that crossover, because it's just, I've seen things like all the characters are turned into robot masters, like Rouge women.
Alright.
Yeah. Kind of superfluous. But yeah, let's see. So, I think we've done as much defense of Sonic 06 as we can.
Yeah, simply put, it's impossible.
So, that's your one that you don't really like. In fact, have we all played Star Ocean? Because I really want to tear that one in your ass.
Well, you know what, I have it, I've started to play it, and I couldn't even get past the first battle because it's really not that good. I mean, I have it in my hand right here. Here you go.
Yeah, I've played this. Star Ocean Last Hope, just so we're clear. Because the other 3 Star Ocean games are perfectly fine.
PSP ones.
The PSP and PS2 ones are perfectly fine. The PS3 one is an overall piece of nonsense at the best of times. But
and it's just a remaster of the 360 one.
No, the PS3 version. There's Star Ocean 1 and 2 are PS1. Oh, PlayStation 2, sorry, my mistake. Press the button again. Yeah.
Apologies for that, I've just been asked to cut the grass.
Ah. Yeah.
Save me.
Yeah.
So we were talking about Star Ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, the PSD version was the international version of the 360 version, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Yeah, PS3 was a remaster of the 360.
Yeah, which added targeting.
Is that a good thing?
They didn't have targeting in the original. You couldn't choose which target to hit.
How could you actually hit them then?
With great difficulty.
Right.
So, is there anything we can say to defend Star Ocean at this point?
It's a little bit like Tales of Symphonia.
Yeah, that's pretty much the size of it. Okay.
Iain, have you thought of a game yet?
Pikmin.
Pikmin 2?
First one.
No, the first one.
Yeah, the one thing that really pisses me off is just the fact that you've basically got a time limit for it.
Oh yeah, that's a problem.
Because it takes me that long to actually find things.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to defend that one actually.
I rather liked it. I mean, I suppose it's more of a classic though, in terms of, obviously not Nintendo entertainment system classic, but it's now considered to be one of the classics of the series. So it was the first time trying something new.
I know. I'll give them that. I just mean that I just prefer Pikmin 2 just for the fact that you can take your time.
Yeah, true.
And basically spend as long as you need exploring places, and you're not limited to 30-day time limit or whatever it is.
Which I don't understand why they did away with the time limit, at least going by story-wise.
Mm.
You mean besides the fact that it was a complete pain in the arse and nobody liked it?
True, but I'm just wondering how they could manage to do away with it, because the characters are die if they inhale oxygen. So how have they got an unlimited supply of whatever gas they need to survive?
Mm.
They've got because the writers said so. And that's all you need.
Maybe they've got it in the spaceship.
Besides that, they brought it back for the third one, and that's really helped the Wii U, hasn't it?
There's a third one?
For the Wii U, yes.
Alright.
I mean, 3, and they, what is it, a day limit? Time limit?
Day limit, yep. And you need to make juice. It's all fun and games. And it's really saved the Wii U, he says, lie.
The thing is, I picked that one as my free game with the download of Mario Kart 8.
To be fair, the thing was kind of limited.
Yeah.
I picked Unlimited 101.
Wonderful 101.
Wonderful 101, yeah.
Is that any good?
It's alright. It's not anything I'd write home about, though, unfortunately.
That said, the game selection also included Sonic Lost World, so...
We did good for ourselves. Yeah. So, I think that's our... Yeah. See, it'll be a lot better once we actually have topics to come to the table with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
I guarantee you that's... Please don't say, don't do this anymore. And to the one person that has done that, and I know it is because this is YouTube, the feck with you. So, I think we should go to the last topic. Ryan, what the fuck are you eating?
Bugs in amber.
I repeat my statement, knowing what you're eating. Repeat, what the fuck are you eating?
There was a thing that was going on in Glasgow recently. It was, it's actually quite hard to describe. It was a pest control company decided to open up a stall where they were serving up unusual foods.
Unusual, please explain what unusual means in this instance.
Unusual foods include roasted mealworms, roasted crickets, salt and vinegar crickets, chocolate covered bugs. Oh, and for main course, pigeon burger.
My God, that sounds absolutely rank.
To be honest, I was passing by it just by sheer chance when I was
Where was this anyway?
This was in...
besides in the city, I mean...
Yeah,
George Weir?
It was not George Square, it was Buchanan Street.
Alright.
Buchanan Street in front of the Glasgow Royal Concert Hall.
Mm.
And it was only a one-day thing. It was surprisingly busy. Really, you had to wait something like 10-15 minutes to get anything.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the people who actually managed to get to the front of the queue said, "Oh, they're giving out bugs, no thanks." And of course, the things that I've got in my hands at the minute, the one I've got is bugs in amber, which inside is a cricket, a mealworm, and some piece of foliage.
Right.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's in there, but it's there.
I don't understand why it's edible.
The thing is, the brittle part, the amber stuff, is actually quite nice.
Mm. Good grief.
I haven't got through to the bugs yet. I also got another one, which is a scorpion brittle, which is just the same thing. It's a big orange bar
With a big orange scorpion on it.
with a real scorpion inside it, and that's also edible.
Never in 1,000 years. I'm sorry, I know that the future is going to be, we're going to have to figure this out, but still, Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Well,
let's talk
actually,
about general...
You know what? Let me ask you that very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you eat prawns?
No.
Do you ever had a prawn cocktail?
Yes.
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 I like the crisps.
It's disgusting.
You don't like prawn cocktail?
No.
I don't like cocktail, but I like the crisps.
Right. Okay. That ruins my argument then.
Well, what's your argument then?
The argument was that people eat prawns and prawn cocktails. They're just insects of the sea. People eat them, no problem.
Yeah, well, I certainly don't, so...
So I honestly don't see what the problem is. I just want to point out, by the way, I do not eat insects on a regular basis. I only tried it once because the stall was there. Although I would try Pigeon again, given half the chance, because the Pigeon was bloody gorgeous.
Yeah.
I openly admit that.
You know,
Pigeon is really nice.
Okay, let's open this up slightly. What is the weirdest thing you have seen as far as stuff in Glasgow? You know, random nonsense stalls and the like. Because I mean, we've obviously had the insect and pest hotel restaurant. What's the weirdest thing you've seen in stalls?
You know, I don't really notice any stalls in Glasgow. The only things that I really notice are the buskers.
I suppose. Aye, that and the overzealous religious types.
Oh yeah, they're a pain in the arse.
Oh yeah, I can share you a busker story if you want to hear it.
Oh no, aye. That's a good place to leave this one on.
Yeah, I went out to dinner. Went to Yo Sushi with my mum and my sister.
Aye, brilliant place by the way.
Yeah, it is. I love Yo Sushi. Yeah, I went there on our way home. Bumped into there was a busker singing songs on the guitar.
Yeah.
Well, not standing on the guitar, playing guitar and singing songs.
Aye, as you do.
It's very difficult to play the guitar if you're standing on it. And just randomly, just as a song was about to come to an end, some guy just walks through the crowd and just goes, "What?" And just
Right.
yeah. So the people here want to hear a song. Can you please sit down? Okay then, yeah, sure. And about 2 seconds later, he starts to strum the guitar again, starts to sing. You're like, "What? What'd you say?"
My God. Was he deaf?
Or
was he stoned?
I think that might
Or a bit of both?
I think the latter one might be more accurate. Just at which point the busker turned round to the crowd and just went, "Only in Glasgow."
Nah.
So so the whole crowd, we all felt sorry for him, myself included. So we all put in his guitar case.
Well, if it was a plant.
He might have been. Now that I think about it, it seems a bit too
obvious.
Yeah.
Aye.
But don't get me wrong, I still feel sorry for him.
Aye.
Like I said, only in Glasgow. Glasgow Comic Con's next week, so 2 weeks from now.
Oh my God, you've dated the video.
But this is a current affairs video.
Yeah, I know.
This is the one that's going up tonight with any luck. I think actually that is a good opportunity to transition into the whole thing with the fact that we don't have a title for this show yet.
Yes, we don't.
Yes, because when we were doing our whole development for the thing, which consisted of me going, we should do some more current affairs videos. That's pretty much how it went.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had thought of various ideas for names. The first one I came up with this morning was Brawl and Banter. And I realised that would limit us to only Smash Brothers Brawl and fighting games.
And then I suggested why not call it Games and Gabbing?
Yeah, however, I'm not quite sure about it. Thought, hold on, isn't Gabbing sort of not general to Scotland? I did a Google search. Nobody knows where the feck Banter came from.
Uh-huh.
So that completely invalidated my argument.
But Gabbing is an Old English expression.
Yeah. 14th or so. It's 14th century or so. So
wasn't it 18th?
I think that might be it.
18th century.
Yes. So
for the time being, it is.
For now, it is the Untitled talk show. However, in between now, in between the time this video is out and by the time we convene next time, which will be 2 weeks because I'll be at Glasgow Comic Con, we will have we're going to put this up and we are going to ask our audience what they want to call it. Do we want to go with either Games and Gabber?
Games and Gabbing.
That's it. I've been doing this constantly, sorry.
Gabber.
Games and Gabbing.
Uh-huh.
Bits and Banter. Or the Untitled Talk Show.
The Untitled Talk Show.
Talk Show. With the Untitled Talk Show being the default, should no one comment.
Don't comment.
Incidentally, we're not taking suggestions for titles, so you can keep your whatever swear-filled nonsense that you want to talk about
to your lonesome.
No, by all means, throw suggestions in.
Well, yeah, as long as it's
we'll pay no attention
as long as it's polite, but
yes.
We'll pay no attention to them.
Yes. Also, we're not going to take suggestions to F off because that's just how it's going to go. Okay then, I
And
think
that
on
is us.
that, and that is us. We will see you
2 weeks
in
from
about 2 weeks' time. With any luck.
Yep.
For this show. There
Yes.
might still be other uploads.
Oh yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Right then, so that's that.
Bye bye.
And that's that. Oh, goodness sake. Right,
See you later.
right.
Ciao.
If you're needing to do that thing with the hoover, no hoovering even.
The lawnmower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really need to go with it. This
Yeah.
is disgusting.
You couldn't have mentioned that in talk. We had this whole thing about pigeon burgers being this delicious thing. And for goodness sake.
Well, mind you, it doesn't really look that. Anything that involves bugs to me just is disgusting. So why you're eating it in the first place is beyond me.
Yeah.
Oh.